Okay, so hopefully this works out. Okay, so hey folks, it's Armsy. I'm still back, but it's gonna be co-stream style, so you can see my camera. Bren has joined us. Bren doesn't have a camera, so wait, can you talk, Bren? I think it's not picking you up. Okay, so it's lighting up, but my audio is not capturing you. Rest in pieces. So let me try and, you know what, I might just have to do like audio output period, and then hold on a second. I don't want to double up the audio feed is my issue. So let's try this. Okay. Try speaking, Brendan. We'll see if you
Hello,
jumps out.
Chat.
Okay.
6-7.
There we go. Wait, okay, chat. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear Bren, or is Bren still not working? Because it's showing on my side that their sound.
I think yeah, okay, it sounds like they can hear me.
Okay, hell yeah, let's go. Oh, it's censoring Bren.
Censor Brent.
Oh,
No,
man.
it was like the second week. I think it was Sunday. It was Rare Adam was doing production for us that day. And I noticed, like, I think it was 4x4 accidentally, like, said 6-7. I was like, yo, chat, clip that. And so I, like, pointed it out to them in the like, live transmission. I, like, hopped into standby, like, between games and was chatting about it. And so then it became, like, a game between the two casting teams to try and sneak as many 6-7s into cast without being conspicuous about it.
Bren, I will censor you if you do that
live transmission and see Rare Adam like actually lose his mind.
I too will lose my. I will censor you. You pull that crap today. That meme is dead and should stay dead. Okay, we are in draft. It is Leviathan versus Fluxu. Yeah, both of these teams kind of bottom of the table. I don't know. I feel like Leviathan's been showing off a little bit more recently. Like I honestly can almost believe that they're good. Fluxu on the other hand, I don't know how I feel about them. Like I had high expectations or hopes. I had no expectations. I had hopes for them coming in, but then they're struggling. Let me just make sure this is.
I feel like Fluxu, for me, I feel the exact same way I felt about them last year, which is like eternally just like, oh, dude, they're so close to putting it together. Next week they got it, like they're on it, and then they don't put it together, but they still feel so close. And I'm like, but next week, guys.
They're running out of weeks.
Like, yeah, they're like they always feel so close, but they never like realize the potential, I guess.
Yeah, and their current imports too not working. Like there have been multiple Korean imports. Yeah, like Easy Fan saying, you know, Fluxu, Korean AD carry and jungler. We've like that's what Loud did too, right? But and I mean, you can argue that Loud's not working out either. Yeah, Youngjae and Bull are sometimes more Youngjae than Bull is screwing up at times, but Peach and Bao really aren't popping off. I can kind of see Peach, but like Bao has been struggling. I want to say statistically, he's probably one of, if not the worst AD carry. Well, probably Marvin, arguably, and then Bao.
Yeah, I'd have to look at that, but I'd trust you if you like came into me and told me that, but like, and I've done no research, I'd believe you.
Yeah, again, like that might be slightly outdated because I checked the stats like before this weekend started. I've not checked updated stats, dude. I really wish Engo would just slam the Anivia. Like this is not the game for it into Talia, but he always hovers it because he is an actual Anivia player. I would love him to actually play it into oh, what's that champ?
Like Rise.
Yeah, Rise. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, like literally that's why people are practicing it, but we've only seen it like once and it didn't work out.
No, I was like chatting. I don't know if it's like chatting, but I like was responding to a Vestian tweet. Ben Meek, one of the casters for OCE.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like, you know, just how people kind of feel about the meta this year, and like how it feels like globally all of the teams are a little more like messy. Like even in like the most put together, you know, like LCK games, it still feels like no one's quite figured it out. And I think obviously last year, like adding Otacon and everything becoming super team fight centric was a meta shift in a sense, but I think there's more whiplash going from what old League of Legends, like 2024 League of Legends to 2025 was a change, but it's not as big of a change as 2025 to 2026, where we're going from this like super heavy team fight centric meta to this very like disparate like solo lane like separate meta, like where everyone has to have good individual performances. And so I think a lot of teams are like struggling to put that together.
I mean, the joke is I think the more 2026 is playing out, at least here in Brazil, in CBLOL, the more we're going back to 2024 meta. Like we've got the Rumble, we've got the hot pot cooking, like that's become high priority again. We're seeing Nocturne Ori come back again into favor. Like it's just similar stuff that we're seeing. Azir is coming back into meta again as well, which was always the house special. Okay, Rek'Sai not so much 2024, but yeah, I do like what Leviathan have drafted so far. I just need a hyper carry to tie this all together. Yunara's still on the table.
Yunara's still up. That's troll. If you ever lock in, they lock in the Ezreal. It's fine. Like it's got some like follow up, but like I don't know that it's what the team necessarily needed.
Yeah, I think the damage from Ez is a little bit inconsistent for me. CO's really good.
That's my thing. Is right. I feel like the damage from their whole team is like mega inconsistent, right? Like if Orianna doesn't hit Shockwave and then Ezreal doesn't like hit a big True Shot barrage, what do they really do during team fights?
Yeah. Slander unit Lunar. Yumi is not the RMC special. I actually prefer Soraka if we're talking Enchantress supports. Honestly, actually, Soraka here. Oh, sorry, my mouse keeps. Sorry, I gotta keep my mouse away. I'm used to on my stream like I have a pen, so like I draw on the thing, but I shouldn't do that today because we're like it's fully live, and I don't want to keep hopping back and forth. But honestly, Soraka here is not bad. I actually like Soraka into Rumble J4 combos a lot, and it can keep the Ezreal alive long enough to be able to hunt things down, and it can mess up Kai'Sa on the dive. I do like the Kai'Sa that came through. So Fluxu's draft is aight for me. I think I feel like Leviathan's is a little bit easier to execute more than anything else.
Yeah, I think like all of their laners are just like perfectly fine. Like no one should. Maybe the Orianna into the Talia might not be like super easy to play out, but
yeah,
I don't think Orianna is like super dependent on winning her lane. She kind of does one thing, and she does it regardless of she's ahead or not.
Yeah, why don't you just kind of pick up the 3 items? Two 3 items here. Kind of good. Execution's easier for Lev, but I feel like Fluxu. Okay, the Rumble to Sion favored. Ori into Talia, I think is Ori favored in lane. The Kai'Sa, it feels like they're putting a lot on Bao, and I'm really scared to see Fluxu do that. Like we just talked about how Bao has not impressed as much, and now like if Bao doesn't pop off, I am not sold that you have enough to be able to carry a fight, unless you hotpot and just catch all the carries, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with Yeezy fan in the chat. Leona Nautilus is like pretty much a handshake lane.
Yeah.
I do think Leona has the better of it for the most part. Like same, kind of non-committal ult, but Nautilus doesn't like getting hit with Leona engage as much as Leona likes getting hit with Nautilus engage, because like you hook the Leona, she's like, oh boy, it makes it easier to hit your 80 carry with my Zenith Blade now. Whereas like Nautilus doesn't get that same freedom, but by that same token, it just also means that Nautilus just never throws the hook while Leona's around.
Yeah, I guess the answer from Nautilus that kind of works out is that he's got the depth charge, which is just point and click. Leona can whiff her ult, but
true, Leona can miss the solar flare.
I mean, technically not can miss an ult too. Like we literally saw Curry tether the dragon instead of the Samus last game. That's also point and click, but realistically, yeah, the Nautilus point and click is good. Speaking of supports, though, sorry, I mossed over again. Top Lop. I have been quietly impressed by how Top Lop's been playing this split compared to last split. Last split, he felt invisible to me, but this split, I think he's connecting with CEO a lot better. I think we just need to see the bot lane connect with the rest of, like, Leviathan feels like the top side, like the LOA side, and then the bot side. Oh, well, CEO is also the bot, the LOA. So it feels like the top side and the bot side are a little bit disconnected. Like they're playing well individually, but they're not connecting together as a team. I feel like that's what they kind of need to push themselves over the edge a little bit there.
Yeah. I on that point, I feel like there's a couple of supports where I'm like, I'm not sure, like I wasn't sure what to expect from them, and like a lot of the supports that have new ADCs are doing pretty well. Like obviously Redbert felt like he was doing much better in Split 3. I feel like having like Griffin on the team, unironically, like hearing the way Griffin talks about Redbert I would go sit in Griffin's stream when they were doing like in-houses in Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Like during Worlds, and dude, hearing Griffin talk about Redbird, it was like that's the way you talk about the love of your life.
Oh yeah, dude.
Those guys were awesome.
I mean, I had dreams that he would stay for Redbird, but
yeah, I know.
Oh.
But so like Redbird's been performing well with Bull. Like Ackerman's been doing super well. Toplop's been so I like feel like a lot of the supports that got like new ADCs like are doing pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel like Curry's the only one that didn't start that way at the beginning of the year, but then he's looked pretty good with Trigger. So
I think I heard that they're speaking Korean in the paint bot lane, so
yes,
Curry might feel more comfortable. Yeah, whereas the one who looked arguably worse is Prods. Prods and Bao have not been connecting well.
No, man.
I miss like Pain Prods or VKS Prods.
I miss Pain Pro rookie Pain Pro Delta. Like go back, look at the look at the Gringos Liberados episode from like his rookie split, like when we were doing the awards. You like everybody in chat, everybody in like the production team, everybody loved that guy. He was so sick. And then like he was so good, like even on VKS, that I was like, dude, they're replacing Pro Delta with Trimby. There's no way. Like they're like, what is this guy? This is not gonna be better. And then that first split, I felt really vindicated in that opinion because VKS struggled so mightily in like Winter Split last year.
That's gonna be Kaiwing all over again. Like people already screaming about Kaiwing. It's like give him some time, man. Like Trimby needed some time. Kaiwing needs some time.
And then like it was like middle of summer or middle of spring that like you could see like like where it clicked.
Yeah,
like
Trimby
is part of the team now.
Yeah. And
it looked very good.
Okay. So far, early been kind of quiet. Enga ate one bad combo. He'll be fine. He's Oriana. House has been, I think, the best performer on this Fuxu team. So he's already winning out his lane a little bit. But without jungle pressure, I don't think that's going to translate into anything. Bot side's still pretty even. Top side's just bouncing back and forth. They're even too.
Is it crazy to say House has like been like a top 3 mid laner this split? Am I insane for that? Because I feel like it's Kaze.
Kaze,
like,
yeah.
And then like a Canyon, and then like anyone else, but like.
Tats has had his moments for sure. I feel like Feisty is low key good, but we just can't see it as much because Zest and Dada have just been going like crazy mode. Yeah, I mean Tinons has been but not. I wouldn't put him in like top 3 conversation. So yeah, I think just kind of hard because House is on a team that's losing and he's performing well, but we've seen this before. So it's really hard to.
That's almost like the modern House special at this point. Like he's just.
It's not even modern House. Literally, that's been House's entire career from Renska.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch during the Renska days, but he was on Kaboom. Was he on Kaboom after?
Yeah, he was on.
I remember him on Kaboom.
I'm trying to remember if it was Kaboom IBL. I think he was on Kaboom before he went down to Kaboom IDL.
I like when I started watching was I think the downfall of Kaboom. I think the first split I like really remember like really locking in and paying a lot of attention to CBLOL was the Los Grandes BRTT Super Team Revenge Tour.
Except that it didn't revenge tour. They just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
YamQ, you're not familiar with the scene, but does LEV not have a better late game with Sion and just win out? They do ish. So the problem is, yes, Sion scales really well. Ezreal scales decently well. But the problem is, if the way it should work out with the Kai'Sa on the other side is that Bao just hunts down CEO, and then you don't have damage on left side. So yes, your Sion should try and grind out, and it's probably favored if the fights kind of go long. So it's easier for them to execute. But the Rumble burn is still effective late, and the biggest problem is, if Kai'Sa can survive, she can actually shred Sion down. So Fuxu have to get the engage right, basically.
Because Kai'Sa is going like full on hit here, 99 times out of 99. Like So,
Yeah, Ori Knock is 2 bursts. Yeah, odds are they if they land. So it's kind of engaged for both teams. Like whoever gets their engage right. If you can kill the Kaisa for Leviathan, then you're in a great position for the rest of the fight. Yeah, Echoes are nothing shaper on CBLOL. Yeah, there's CBLOL diff. A lot of it just comes down to execution, especially between these two teams. I do think that the lower down the standings you go, the more execution matters more than anything else. Like the first series we just watched, BKS versus Spain, comps kind of didn't matter. It was literally just which team didn't screw up their mid game.
Oh, really good buffer there from CEO. I was very close. Walking blind into try is really tough. But like as Ezreal, you kind of get the freedom to do that.
Dude, this is a split one CEO from last year. Remember when like Lev came in second place?
Dude, guys, remember when we were like, oh my, is Leviathan the best team in CBLOL or in LTA South? And then the answer was a resounding no.
Yeah. So these are currently the 7th and 8th. Oh, sorry. 7th and 8th? Yeah, 7th and 8th seed.
Yeah.
Playing right now. The loser is out completely because we're in play-ins for playoffs. The winner of this will go on to face Pain Gaming tomorrow in a best of 5, who just lost to DKS in the first series. So yeah, these are the 2 bottom seeded teams. To be fair, Pain, Fluxu and Leviathan all ended the season 5 wins, 2 losses, if I recall correctly. So they're all kind of in the same boat.
You have that backward. Do the backwards.
Sorry, 2 wins, 5 losses.
2 wins.
Yeah, my bad.
5 and 2 coming in 8th would be crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
I feel like we've had splits before where almost like all but the bottom teams were pretty close and like competitive. But MStove better comp is hard to say. We were just saying that like a lot of it just comes down to execution. So yeah. Lizard best team in CBLOL Leviathan.
Yeah, no, Lizard doesn't have any bias. Lizard will never lead you astray.
I mean, it's pretty much dead even so far though. Like in terms of how the laning has gone. Fluxu's laning has gone better. They were struggling in the laning phase, but they got better towards the end. And yeah, I think that's kind of huge.
That's the thing about Fluxu is like they're always. I feel like all last year they were our bottom team, but very consistently be like, but they're improving. Like they're getting better. Sure. But they were still our bottom team, which I think maybe like in a weird roundabout way that is a good thing for the health of the league. Like if our bottom team is getting better but still our bottom team, that also implies that everyone else is getting better too.
The turnaround. Damn, okay.
At least one. That's first blood. That's a lot of gold in Angus pocket because first blood gives bonus gold again.
Yeah, really good reaction from Lev onto Fluxu's engage. Like the moment that flash happened, I think Fluxu needed to like disengage hard, but oh no way, top love overstayed. Dude, he's dead.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
I was like, no way he gets away from that.
Yeah, I saw the Captain Rain come down and I was like, wait, he's not dead. Bow. No.
Bao proc the passive, and that's gold for Bao, that's where Fluxu wants it more than anything, because like you said on draft, like a lot of their hopes just comes down to like, does Bao do the thing? And if Bao does the thing, they're pretty happy about it.
Oh,
that was spooky.
Yo, Peach is so greedy. He didn't smite that. Like he actually just held on to smite.
There's no downside to using your smite there.
Yeah.
Peach. Like you have it for what? Like your 3rd clear on blue buff? No one cares.
Okay, to be fair, they did back off as soon as the flash came through. But yeah, really good reaction. And you're seeing all the globals come through. The Nocturne, the Scion, they just all dog power into the mid lane. But yeah, I don't know what Toplop is looking to achieve there. Just kind of weird because I feel like the call is just you go for grubs at that point. Like you already have everybody there, and Devis wants to go back to lane anyways. So yeah, kind of odd. Split call.
Did they only picked up a grub? They didn't go do grubs. I was like, oh, they got a bunch of kills and Leviathan's just gonna go do grubs.
Yeah.
But then yeah, there it is. Thank you, observers.
Just the one grove gets taken. Yeah, Leviathan should have that, I think. I mean, Devos has been in control of the top side for the most part.
Yeah, I feel like Scion is like counterintuitive in the sense that like most people look at like a champion like Rumble, right? Prioritizes getting a Leandries, does like a lot of burn damage, and you're like, oh, so he'll beat a tank like Scion that just stacks health. Like that's his
Well, Sion's kind of baity because he doesn't stack health.
Exactly.
Soul Furnace already builds it into his kit, so you usually stack resistances instead of health, so it's much more efficient.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's too like at the lowest level. You're like, oh, like Sion beats Rumble or Rumble beats Sion because Rumble does percent health damage, and Sion is just about having a big health bar. But like he has a massive health bar, but he doesn't need to build any health. So you see a Rumble, you just start throwing magic resist items down.
Yeah.
And magic resist, I think, is like better to itemize right now. Like it's like the armor items are fine, but some of the magic resist items are really, really strong.
Yeah, I think they did balance some of the armor magic resist items so that it feel just as good either way. My big concern for Fluxo though with their drop was because they had Talia Rumble and Kaisa. All of them do like to pack a little bit of magic damage, so magic resist becomes like hyper efficient for Devis, and that's why it just comes down to does Bao live? Right, like this reminds me of like the game we just saw where like Pain put all their eggs in the Trigger basket. Fluxu kind of put all their eggs in the Bao basket, and while Trigger has shown that he's kind of deserving of that trust, I can't quite say the same for Bao just yet, but we'll see. This could be the game Bao pops off. It's just you're putting him in a really hard position when CEO is like one of the better AD carries, and right now he is in the pop-off mode. Like, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, they got rid of all my magic resist on my unending despair. But so you were playing any tank in ARAM, you would just slap on unending despair second item.
That item was
especially in ARAM Mayhem is hilarious. But yeah, they made it so that it's only an armor item now. Instead of giving 25/25 on resistances, it just gives 50 armor. And I think that actually balances the item quite a lot because now it's competing in slot for Sunfire Cape into like an armor comp.
It makes armor feel a little bit better compared to the old where magic resist was better. Dude, Peach is so far ahead of everybody in quest completion. Like he completed a bit ago.
He's kind of just monstering Bookie in terms of farm right now. Like, but it's kind of not close.
Yeah, he needs to do something with it though. It's like we've only seen the mid lane fight. That was kind of it.
He is J4, so like, gosh, okay. I'm hoping that as we go through the season, something happens to that topside camp, like the grubs, to make them like worthwhile.
Okay, yep. That was my concern with Bao. Bye, Bao.
Yeah. Bye. No more Bao.
No Bao, no chance. Yeah, the Nocturne Ori combo just needs to kill Bao every time, and that's like their job done pretty much.
That's like yeah, exactly. What I was saying about grubs is like I feel like they're so not worth it that grubs are free right now. Like he knows Nocturne's on the bottom side and he's not going to go kill the one grub because
nobody cares about grubs. Dude, grubs are so fake in 2026. Yeah.
Grubs are not real.
Dude, this dive is so damn easy. Like literally, the lights go out at GG. You even see them coming on a ward, and it doesn't make a difference.
Really well executed on the Nocturne Ori combo as well. Yeah. Like the timing was really good.
That was really tight.
Like
the flash got wasted.
Even the flash still got caught. Very nice.
Yeah. It's funny too, because like I feel like last year, Cade tried to do it a couple of times, and it didn't look the cleanest. And then we just kind of moved away from Nocturne Ori.
Yeah, I still think there's a lot of room to grow in terms of like not only champion picks but itemization in 2026 because I think there's just some things I feel like we haven't figured out at like the top level that I think can still work. Because I like a lot of the new items personally. Like I guess I play a lot of support. I feel like a lot of the new support items are very.
Oh, he got Bao again.
Nice. Yep, they Leviathan understands the win condition, and I think Fluxu does too. I think Fluxu also knows that like they're just gonna go after Bao every time. But look at Fluxu's comp. Like, what do they do about that?
Well, they need to pull the trigger first. Is what they need to do.
Yeah. But Nocturne Orianna can execute from a much longer range than anyone on Fluxu can.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, like I think okay for those who are asking predictions, I think at this point, Bren and I are leaning towards love. Like after the way they're executing, dude, so tight. Like the way the Ori Nocturne combo, the timing is so good, so that there's such a small window for you to try and get out. Yeah, and once they get that, they know their job's done basically. There's just nobody. Look how Devis just walks into them. Devis doesn't care.
Dude, and here's the thing, Curdy's on this Rumble, and Rumble's like when I talked about talking to Vestian, right? I talked to Famika, I was like, one of my big complaints is Rumble is way too good.
Yeah.
He's in every game, and obviously we've been playing best of ones, and most regions haven't been playing best of ones, so we're seeing the same champs a lot because we don't have the benefit of Fearless.
Yep.
But
today is actually first Fearless. We forgot to point that out.
Exactly. I'm excited to get to see some Fearless. But because of that, like Rumble's so good. Rumble does 1 billion damage, and like Curdy, what did Curdy do in that fight? Like he had his equalizer on everyone, and just didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's really tough. Yeah, I don't think you can just put the game on bow like this and reasonably expect to win for Fluxo. I'm actually really curious what their logic and thinking was, because you saw Sammy in that Coach Cam picture, and he just looked like, man, he had low-key given up already.
Fluxo makes me ask a lot of questions a lot.
Hey, to be fair, there was an angle for Fluxo to do this. They just had to win their lanes early, and Peach was ahead. Like Peach, again, I just think Peach needs to do something. You know, like farming and getting a hit is all good and well, but as a J4 especially, you don't have that easy just press R engage. Well, you actually do with Cataclysm. You just don't have it from screens away. So you actually do need to run at things and make something happen.
Yeah, you need to like go make stuff happen. I don't pick a ganking jungler and then don't gank. Like I don't care that it's pro play and like everybody's super focused on like their individual play and I need to complete my role quest in 12 minutes or dad's gonna yell at me. Dude, you picked a ganking jungler, go beat someone's teeth in. That's your job.
Go gank. Oof.
If it's honored. Just they understand the assignment. They're playing very, very well.
I actually don't even know like who split pushing or who gets the solo lane now for Fluxo. Bao's gonna get Dove. Curdy's gonna get Ran. Like how's the Talia shouldn't be able to
he can run away with the Weaver's Wall?
Yeah. I don't. Like, I think how the player can sit in a side lane, but the champion's not helping matters much. Like, yeah, Weaver's Wall away, I guess, but you have to do that like before the fight starts. Once it starts, you don't get a chance anymore. So. Yeah, this one's a little bit rough. I just want to see signs of life from Fluxo. Again, it's a best of 3. Like you can have a bad draft and still come back in games 2 and game 3. But yeah, the draft did no favors, and I just need to see Fluxo show me signs of life. Can somebody pull it off? Yes, you can. Your shockwave will pull them off a wall. For any CC will knock you off a wall. So the knock-up component would take you out.
Yep.
But it's more like the delay when you start Weaver's Wall is similar to the delay you get when you use Shockwave. So if you Shockwave them, basically they're not going to come out. And if you get hit by the Shockwave as the Talia, assuming it's not a 1v1, like I'm assuming a gank comes in from Bookie, or like what we saw there, like if Devis is nearby or Top Lop's nearby, the sheer amount of damage will just kill the Talia.
Yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, I mean, House is Giant's Belt now, so maybe, but your odds are pretty poor you survive if you get hit by a Shockwave and +1.
I like Enga's itemization here. They know that they're gonna get like damage down onto like big groups because they have like the ball delivery system has been going so well. So the Blackfire Torch is massively ramping the AP, and then they know that they're just gonna kill everyone with with like the cleanup. They know that after the first combo, everyone's gonna be low, so they're not gonna go burn into burn because there's no tank to burn down. Pro Delta is not real. So like you hit one big ult, you get all of the extra AP from Blackfire Torch proccing on everyone, the Baleful Blaze, and then
Peach?
everyone's super low.
Wait, they don't know.
Metal Gear Jarvan? He's on a stealth mission?
Did he do it? He's dodged all the wards.
He's got a crazy flank, but I don't
think
he's actually anything with it.
Oh no!
Yeah, cool. Like again, you gotta
they got a kill.
The stuff you're doing.
Got a kill. Bao's still alive. Yeah.
Wait, this tower. So like that's something. Okay. I think they should have gotten a lot more considering the absolute like Dracula flow stealth soldier mission he just went on. If anyone gets that reference, you're too terminally online. You should not be like me.
Yeah, dude,
RMC, have you heard
great
of
from
Dracula
Peach.
flow?
No, and I'm kind of scared to find out what that is. But dude, that engage. You see, this is what they needed to do. They just need to pull the trigger first. Because if you pull the trigger first and they don't see Bao when it starts off, they can't just Nocturne Ori you. And even if they can, if Ori's not in position, then it doesn't matter anyways. So that was what I was thinking. Like the angle for Fluxu is just find the engage first, find the pick, get the kill, and you kind of win. If you get CEO, you win. If you take out Enga Buki early, then I guess Bao survives and you kind of low-key win as well. So also, Lizard, to be fair, I don't think LEV threw that. I think Fluxu just finally figured out how their comp is supposed to work. So
yeah, well, I don't even know if it's they finally figured out how it's supposed to work, or more so like you said it in Champ Select that like Leviathan's is much easier to execute, right?
Yeah.
They find the bad guy, they press all their R's, they kill them.
Yeah.
Whereas you saw like the absolute insane chicanery Peach had to do to get in undetected.
Yep, that's crazy.
Like that's what it takes for Fluxu's comp to function right now, and that's not very good for them in the long run.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them summoning Shelly on the flank. As Lunar pointed out, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like he could have just done it without doing that, and it'd been fine. Yeah. So for those of y'all who don't know, Lizard is like the equivalent. She is the equivalent of me for Pain for like LLA teams. So she's a huge Leviathan fan, and she also suffers the same way I suffer. Like, except that I think Leviathan will still win this game, even if they did lose that last fight. I think they're still in a decent position. So
RMC Dracula flow is this old dude who's dressed up like Dracula, and he just freestyles insane like bars, but like they're all complete nonsense and mostly inappropriate.
Okay.
It's the most insane stuff, and one of them is they needed a stealth soldier, so I burnt my fingerprints off on the hot plate at Benihana. They will not find me.
I don't even know. Okay.
Dude, I don't know. It's so funny because it's just this like little old dude saying this most insane terminally online stuff.
Oh, wait, that Rumble equalizer is cooking.
It's got people low, but they haven't lost anyone yet.
Oh, dude!
Oh, they found Bao!
What? They let their guard down. They thought no Nocturne out. They forgot about the shockwave.
Yeah, I think they just like literally didn't see Enga sneak the ball in there.
I want to replay. Oh, that ball.
Because it was like pretty visually messy over there with all the different like abilities flying through. So I can see how you missed the ball.
I thought the ball was already there. Like, I want to see if Bao just walked into it because I thought it was already there. Okay, Peach also. Peach got left by his team there. Just abandoned ship for Peach.
Pop gets the kill.
For a second, right here when the equalizer came across, I thought there was a chance.
Yeah, you see that a couple times where like, one
ball's
team
there.
like, picks up the early kills, but they.
Yeah, the ball's there. I told you. He just, oh no, he moved it.
Oh,
okay.
Good. Yeah, good cue. They just weren't. I don't think
Max
they just
range.
expected Enga to have the range.
Yeah, I didn't either. I saw it sitting for a while there before it went, so I was like, no way Bao walked into it. No shot. That's actually true. No, well played.
Lunar Day, there's no O in the word failure. Try again. Neither is there an X actually.
It's failure XO, hugs and kisses. That feels like an ancient reference. XO, hugs and kisses.
Yeah, remember when that's how we used to express ourselves on the internet?
Yeah, on
or,
pen
like,
and
just through
paper
text,
via
like...
mail. Forget the internet.
Yeah, but like even in a digital medium, our best option was like emoticons and X and O's. Actually, I still use emoticons, and then sometimes like Discord will autocorrect them to emoji, and I'm like, no, I want the old school smiley face.
SuperBren.
I want to use the little hiragana of the guy shrugging, and it looks like he's got a slanty face. I like that guy.
Ooh, prods. Okay, no, he's out. He didn't get caught. No, but hey, actually, props to Flix. They're still trying at this point. Like the score looks really bad, but I think they actually are trying and inting low-key less than Pain when they're behind. Peach, another good angle.
It's a good engage.
He just needs help, man. Like his team's not with him.
Damage.
This was the same thing I saw with Youngjae. It's like the Korean junglers are finding the right angle. Oh, what the Bao?
Bao is a psychopath, but it's kind of working.
That's what he needs to do, but then yeah. Enga's just like C Bao Shockwave. He's literally just holding it just for Bao.
That's my best buddy who I play a lot of League with. That's like his entire ethos as a mid laner. It's like, oh, there's an ADC on my screen. I wish there wasn't.
Yep. Hey, it says that's the win con. True, Devis is immortal. 2-0-4. I mean, here's the thing with Devis too. What are you gonna do to Sion? You can't. You don't want to spend damage on him. But that engagement on Peach was good if there was anybody with him. I don't know whose fault it is at that point. Like, if your team's not with you and you're going for that.
Yeah. You're right. Like, you don't want to spend damage. Like, you don't want to just sit there and shoot the tank. But like, Sion's not the kind of tank you can really ignore. Like, he does damage.
Yeah.
And he has like really easy to execute CC. So you can't just sit there and like ignore him forever.
Oh, top
I think for me, Kai'Sa's build has no Bork in it at 3 items. That's a little awkward because what does Bao actually do to Devast?
Yeah.
Because they're not AP either, so the what does Bao do to anybody? Oh my gosh. Jeez. It's like mean. Honestly, it's like mean at this point.
Oh, but they dropped it into this. Kai'Sa was at R4? So they knew Noctinori was there.
Do you think it matters which ADC the Bao is?
Yeah, actually, I do. You could have picked something like Tristana.
Tristana? I guess she has
or
like
Sivir.
The extra range. She's the rocket jump to get away.
Yeah,
Sivir actually. I'll give you Sivir.
Like you need something with reliable self-heal. And maybe that's probably why CEO picked the Ezreal. Like I wasn't a huge fan of the Ezreal there, but if it's a deny pick, I can kind of see it to make sure that Nocturne can't just get on you and set up the shockwave.
That's true. That's true.
Yamki, what happened to Hirit? He went to Kaboom IDL, and Kaboom IDL was like Hirit gaming for a little bit, except that he couldn't carry them, and then he started inting a little bit, and Dudu kind of carried them on Kaboom IDL, and that's why Dudu got picked up, because he did well on a team that was like really struggling with a whole bunch of old heads. Oh, again, the shockwave timing is so good. It's so
like
tight.
that. Oh, the shockwave pulled him into Death Assault. Like, that's so good. Leviathan are executing at such a high level this game. That's
why I told you, they've got the hands, man. They've got the...
Like, they're playing so well.
Damn, yeah. If they can do this with Nocturne, I feel like they should have done this sooner. Well, they can still do it now. They're not out. Who cares about breaking the next to just kill the 80 carry, make their life miserable? They pick
exactly. No, yeah, I saw that. Exactly. Just kill the 80 carry. That's one of the
on
better,
game
that's
one,
one of the best
it kind of
parts
makes
about,
sense. Tilt them in the best of 3. Get them out.
That's one of the best parts about playing Leona as well. Is like you can kill the 80 carry. Leona does damage at like level 3. You just go and you kill the enemy 80 carry. You don't need your 80 carry. You just beat them to death.
Oh. Oh, they did
You'll never guess. They got housed this time. You'll never guess how they did it.
Wait, there's a chance for Fluxus. There's no shockwave combo. Bao.
Yeah, wait. Bao's alive, and they don't have Knockwave online. Who started calling that Knockwave? I like that. Which caster came up with that? I think it was LEC.
Probably.
Maybe it was LCS. Medic? Does anybody know? Anybody in chat know which caster came up with Knockwave?
It sounds like something Captain Flowers might say, but I could see Medic saying it too. Lev is making Fluxo look like Faye. Bruh, spare me, Lunar. I'm already suffering from pain losing.
You know what? Now that we're on like a more relaxed broadcast, I want to clarify some statements, because I did have pain. You know, I was the pain non-believer on the first podcast, right? And like Trader pointed out, I was like, well, you only had them in the B tier. And my logic behind B tier was B was Brazil tier, okay? And I thought Pain was either gonna be exceptionally good or the worst team in the league, and like really not in between. But so even though I didn't think they would be a mid-pack team, the average of the 2 possible positions for them is dead in the middle. They were either gonna like smack everybody because everyone was underestimating them, or they were gonna be terrible, and they were terrible. So
okay, Curdy's actually with Pete. Oh, never mind, they both just died.
That's a wallet diff at this stage. They got a 9k gold lead. They do so much damage.
Yeah.
Like even Ezreal, who's Mr. Like he's got inconsistent damage. He's got to like hit his abilities. He's hitting his abilities. Like he's like one Q is taking out one WQ is taking out half a health bar. What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna end this game with perfect KDA. By the way.
100%. He's just unkillable. Oh, I mean, so is CO actually. 6-0-6.
Well, 6-on-6 on the Ezreal. It's very nice. Especially like they have dive threat, right? Like Peach can kill you.
Yeah.
Like our Bao can too.
That's huge. Who was it? Yeah, Yeezy fan, draft diff. Yeah, it ended up being a massive draft diff. I thought LEV was easier to execute. I did not expect them to execute that clean. I am very impressed with the angle of this game. Like I think a lot of it is angle bookie.
Yeah, no, their timing, like they were perfectly synced up. That's really that just shows good communication to me. Like they understood like when not only the mechanical execution of Nocturne needs to be this far away. Like when I start the ult, or else if too early and I miss it, too late and it's out of range.
Yep.
But on top of that, they always, both Nocturne and Orianna were pretty much most fights. I think there was maybe 2 fights where they weren't in the right position to execute the combo. Like they were together, they had their timings up, and they were like finding the right targets. And that to me shows just as a team like a lot of really good communication.
Yeah. The other thing to me was just how Leviton ran the map. Like they didn't let their foot off the gas, and I really liked how they're just playing the map as a whole. But Bookie, I've actually liked the way Bookie plays for the most part. It's just that I think he's a younger player, and it shows sometimes in a couple of his decision making. But that game, I think he made the right decisions at all times. My biggest problem was with Peach. I feel like because he's seeing the right angles. Like I'm seeing the angles he's seeing, but his team's not with him. So if you engage perfectly alone, you're inting. If you engage horribly as a group, that's an engage, and that's what Fuxu is kind of not getting. That said, it's only game 1, and I think the draft was really tough for Fuxu. So yeah, like what Wild Wendy is saying, like there's other games for Fuxu to come back in. I think draft will matter a lot for them. Something easier to execute, please.
Yeah, easier to execute, and here's the thing: a lot of power picks just got used up. No Scion, no Rumble, like. There's no Nocturne, no Orianna, no J4. Like the game 2 is going to be a very, very different game.
Yeah. So. I'm just gonna rewind this. I mean, it's just showing an ad, right? Nobody cares about the ads, yeah.
The Viego players aren't real. They can't hurt you. Ooh, I want to hit everybody with some trivia. Okay, there's only 3 champions that not named Zahen, because he was not available. 3 champions that have been legal to play at Worlds, but have never been played at Worlds. RMC, do you know any of those? Any of the champions that have been legal to play but have not been played?
Briar?
That's up there. Yep, that's one of them. I actually forget the third one, but I do remember the second one. There's one that has not been. It's a part of the original 40 champions and has never been played at Worlds.
I want to say Shaco.
Nope, we've actually had a Shaco at Worlds. Oh yeah. Hey, I saw it in chat. Akshan, Lizard's correct. Akshan is one of them.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
And then the last one, I want to see if anyone gets it.
Interesting, because Akshan was meta, or has been in meta like a little bit at times. So
yeah, I just don't think I just don't think he like was. Lunar Day's got it. Yeah, Master Yi. He was one of the original champions that has never been played at Worlds.
Oh, that was MSI. They probably played APE.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Massey has never made an appearance at Worlds.
That's fun. That's interesting. Yeah, because I was thinking like APE was the meta thing. So, but yeah, that's MSI, not Worlds. My bad. Heimer was played Dances with the Bullets as support for a while there. Like it was really high priority for that period. But yeah, Singed. I think was it NA who pulled out Singed mid? Like
yeah, it was a Singed mid game. Which team was that made me rip my eyeballs out?
Yeah, I think it was about 4 years ago. Dances
we can talk about the draft. RMC rewinded the draft. What's the
draft?
No,
I just want to see like what's actually power picks have been taken off the table, because like Rumble's gone, Ori's gone, Nocturne's not a power pick, Sion's gone, J4's gone.
Nocturne's a power pick in the sense that it works with Orianna. So if Orianna's gone, Nocturne's also gone.
Yeah. It was around that I think it was right after that YamaQ. So the problem, okay, so I guess I should say that I might be mixing up MSI and Worlds. So it could be MSI that Heimer was popular, but that's why I didn't think of Heimer. Friendly Neighborhood Parker, you're new to CBLOL. Are teams in this region really that flippy? Kind of, yes. Actually, no, just yes. Teams are very flippy here. The good teams sometimes just randomly throw for no reasons. That's why like Lizard was joking that LEV could do that, would do that. The Los Grandes are top team in week, who was 5-0, lost to Pain at 0-5 when they brought in a new sub. So things happen kind of crazy here, which is why it's fun. If LEV doesn't ban Vi next game, Flux will win. Maybe. I mean, Vi by itself is kind of meh. Like it depends on what the rest of the comp looks like, but yeah, we definitely see some Nexus to Nexus. 2 years ago, Red went Nexus to Nexus like twice in the span of like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, something like that. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, it's really fun. This region is really fun. Unfortunately, that game was a huge draft diff, and this is the bottom two teams. So when you draft diff like that, it was bad. I thought it was playable for Fluxu. I was wrong. I should have just known that if you're 7-8, if you're relying on execution, it's not going to end well. And yeah, so I think it was Easy who said that was a huge draft diff. You were right. Yeah, you called it early. This was like nigh unplayable. Holy crap. Yeah, I think there's still quite a lot of power picks, especially in the bot lane. Bot lane got kind of weird, I feel like, the draft. Hey, perfect timing. Just in time for post game.
Post game stats. Yeah, dude, the Ezreal did way more damage than I was expecting. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, like, I was just like, oh yeah, not like Nocturne Orianna. Like, every fight was just Orianna blows up Bow, and then we play the video game afterwards. But someone did have to actually play the video game afterwards, and I guess it was Ezreal.
Yeah, and when you're just not being threatened, I guess, too. Like, the moment Bob's out of a fight, CO just gets to free fire. So then, with Ezreal, you can free fire and weave in autos between all your abilities. Your damage is absolutely nutty. I think B-Voice set the record for North America with Ezreal in terms of like most damage in a single game. So, yeah.
I remember that.
Here's a card. They did it twice in one night, one time last year. Damn, I believe it. I can't quite recall which game they did that in, but like, yeah. CBLOL gets fucking wild.
Which rune page was Ezreal? Was Ezreal doing? I'm assuming Conqueror, like, or PTA actually. It's like the current Ezreal, right?
I do not recall. It was last year in the LTA era. I think it was split 2 or split 3 that B-Void did that. So.
Because something I think is underrated that does not see a lot of play, but is like maybe not viable at the pro level, but is viable in your games. Look for your angles for it. Is lethal tempo Ezreal is actually really scary because his passive is just like, here's some free attack speed, so you can start to really go crazy if you like build around it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see it. So just a heads up, Parker, we don't really talk about like gambling stuff so much on the stream. So yeah, just be aware of that. Red had the minion wins. It was crazy. I feel like Red as an org is the one that usually goes like Nexus to Nexus.
Is CBLOL flippy, or are we just gonna keep citing Red Canids? Because like if you want it, like I was like, yeah, man, we are pretty flippy. Like, see, Red Canids was up like what 14k and lost the game. And I think, guys, it might just be Red. To an extent.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like, I mean, we'll see how it goes. What I want to see in this game too is Fluxu just completely flip the script and just like wipe Leviathan with a good draft. And it's fully possible, but I don't know. We'll see the draft. They should be. Wait, are the players? The players are not on stage yet, so we still got time. Probably like 2 minutes, roughly. Players are coming back out now, so.
That would be the Troxor. That would be the Portuguese sign language interpreter, man.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's one thing I love about CBLOL. They're like the first to hop on the whole sign language thing, which is really, really good. What rank am I? It's all king. Minions show up at all ranks. So if you want to call me wood, I'll take that. You want to call me iron, I'll take that. If you want to call me challengers, I am not challenger. I would say that much. I've never made it challengers.
Eu não acho que é hora do fluxo desesperar não, Colossus, mas eu sinto que confia nesse draft muda muito.
Yeah, I wish more leagues would kind of do that. I mean, I don't understand that language, but I do think it's really cool. Okay, it looks like the teams are all on stage now. No, we're still missing LEVs. Is that CO who's missing, or is that Bookie who's missing on stage right now?
I think they're set up with their. I think both teams have their top laners closest to the center, if I'm correct. So I think that should be.
Yeah.
E sinceramente não é algo que dá pra consertar nessa subida e descida após o jogo.
So none of the league streams I think have subtitles because a lot of times it's kind of hard to keep up with the. So if you have subtitles, usually it's because somebody's like either typing it, which is tough to do, or it's like
Caption.
Google, live captioning, which is text to speech, which is this, and you can kind of see that. Okay, so normally we don't have this. I don't know this in my co-stream, so I can see what the casters are saying, because I usually co-stream CD, Circuito Desafiante, and I don't know all the storylines, so I listen to the casters to try and figure out what's going on. Now I've gotten more familiar with some of them, but all the new players, I don't know their stories, so I run this just to see, but you can see that it's not catching all the words, and so sometimes the translation's like kind of weird. So it's kind of hard to caption text speech, and doing it for video games is harder because we also use a lot of specific terminology, which it doesn't catch really well.
Yeah, like trying to get Google Translate to understand what Flame Horizon is or Creep Score. I don't think it's really gonna quite capture the understanding of that.
Yeah, like it catches if you say Creep Score, it will probably catch it, but if you say CS, like it's not gonna. It doesn't catch that right half the time, so yeah. So that's why like it's kind of hard even for official streams to do captioning and whatnot. I appreciate that YouTube has made it a lot more accessible. So sometimes in replays you can actually get captions and translations, and Google Translate's pretty good as long as they can catch what they're saying. It makes it really nice for us to watch like the behind the scenes stuff, like Pain, Loud, VKS. They all put out like behind the scenes videos. I think Los Grandes did Los Grandes put one out? I can't remember. But like some of them have like behind the scenes videos and stuff. Like and the Google auto translate for those are pretty good. So pretty happy about those.
I think machine translation has come pretty far in terms of like being able to understand not just like exactly what the word means, but kind of the intent of what it conveys.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's been. Wow, who'd guess? Sky is rising up. We picked Rise.
Rise for House? Yeah, that's a good start. I am.
That's a good start to your draft.
Okay. Mid lane sort of counters.
Yeah,
Rise.
I've had to become.
Enga Nivea.
Yeah, wait, yo, Enga, do it. Enga, do it. Do it. You're already up a game. You'll never get another chance. Now is the time.
Okay, there's the Vi. I can't remember who said that if Vi gets picked by. Well, it's Lev picking it, not Fluxo, I guess.
So yeah, they didn't ban Vi, but Leviathan picked it. So rest in peace, Fluxo.
Yeah, we had the
Vi
Vi
combos with Vi, if you think about it.
It does actually, pretty well.
She's fine. She can you like can isolate them. With the wall, they can't run away to their turret. Vi comes in, beats them to death. They have to sit in your ultimate for a little while. There's some synergy there. I see it.
Low key, I feel like picking the Cassante here is. Okay, I don't say it's BM necessarily, but yeah, like it is a bold choice, and you're kind of saying that I don't think Curdy has something that can answer this.
Yeah, Lunar Day, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I'm not advocating for AI anything. Machine translation is just like Google Translate. That is not AI.
Yamki, who would outscale? It's scaling is a little bit complicated because you're talking about straight damage. Probably Sivir just because she gets more bounces, but her lack of range makes it hard for her to play into like a Jinx or a Philios properly. And it's also kind of dicey for her to run into a Rise potentially. So it becomes like a rock paper scissors thing. If we're looking at hyperscalers for the most part. I am not a fan of CBLOL Nars, man. FNB screwed up his management on Sunday, and Robo screwed up his management for his Rage Bar last series too. Yo, Anivia, please, Enga.
No, Enga, don't do it. No, Enga. Come on. Give the people what they want. Yeah? Yeah?
I mean, Cassio is a counter to Rise too.
Nah!
I'm just not as sold
I'm watching on the wrong screen.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at chat. Chat, you distracted me.
I I mean, Cass is fine, I guess. It's not, yeah, it's not a Nivea, but that's fine too. It's a good counter on paper, and I like it into the Shinjao. Potentially the Nard will be interesting because we can stop the Nard jump.
Teemo is open.
I've
If
seen them
I
screw themselves.
Echo Zera, if I see a Teemo, I'm leaving the co-stream.
Yeah, Teemo is terrible. Yamq, Ryze or Azir mid, who's better late? Team fighting wise, Azir can pump out more damage, but I actually think Ryze is
very
probably
solid
better.
engage.
True. But I think Ryze's scaling and the fact that he gets tanky as well as pump out damage, I favor Ryze a little bit more.
Blizzard wants me gone. You want to see them pick Teemo so I leave? What's up with that?
Okay, they removed the Sivir. The Xayah removal is interesting to me, especially when you've got a Cassio.
Well, they don't want to see the the dive go to waste because they have both Bookie and Devas that are just like, I'm going to press R on your AD carry, and what are you going to do about it?
That's fair. And I think they want to put Bao in something more like without escape options because Bao has been punished quite heavily.
They found when they could just get on top of Bao and murder them, what is the rest of Fluxu going to do? And,
well, this time they have House.
Kind of repeat that.
House can still carry a fight on Ryze this time. They actually have sustained damage.
That's true.
Looking for bot lane. Lucian again. Damn. Okay. CEO really wants to body Bao.
It's like me. It's like me.
I mean, it's valid.
Right,
if you
so
think you're that much better, you just punish the lane.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's mean.
They want a 2-0. Okay, yeah, Corki's a good answer. I actually prefer the Corki side of the matchup, but it's pretty close.
You see, now you flip it on its head by picking Milio here instead of Nami, because Milio gives you the extra range and lets you bully Corki.
Oh, I do not like Corki Nami. What?
Pro Delta, you're throwing. Pro Delta's throwing. The important thing when you see Lucian, kids, is not to counterpick by stealing away the Nami, because Lucian is just fine with like not Nami nowadays. Yeah. Not only did they make it so you don't have to his passive used to read when an ally empowers his auto attacks, which meant anyone that could heal or shield and build Ardent Sensor was fine, but like before you had first item, almost every support was useless if they weren't named Nami. She was the only one that actually empowered autos. Then they added Milio. Milio's a great option, but they changed it so now it's when allies empower your auto attacks or if they CC a nearby enemy. So you have a lot more options as to what is good with Lucian, and Milio's better than Nami. Milio's a cheat code in my opinion. I think that's one of the best champs in the game.
With the Lucian changes too, you could have just run him with like Leona, Braum, and it'd still be good.
Exactly.
Like in fact, you get more burst damage out of Leona, and arguably with Braum because if you can proc the passive and then they're stunned and then
you can proc the stun.
Yeah,
exactly.
and then you trade better. So okay, a couple of questions that were asked in chat. Let's sort this out. Okay, so. Yamq, Donnie, you like LEV picks? Yeah, I like LEV picks too. Fluxu had the good starting picks, and then things got kind of weird with them. Yamq, would you explain the value of Lucian? The range feels omega short, and it feels like it has less DPS. So Lucian's sustained DPS is less than a lot of AD carries, but he has a lot of burst DPS. So, and also specifically like levels 2, 3 onwards, his 2v2 is very, very strong. So he's expected to win out most of the lanes and be able to have high kill threat in lane. If you get him to team fight, he needs to be ahead, and you can use culling to soften up a fight before you even engage. So against compositions that have no tank or sustain, Lucian can soften them up to kind of start things. But his team fight is a little bit iffy. Corki's a bit more potentially higher damage ceilings, also short range, but a little bit more consistent than Lucian, which is why you can play the Corki into Lucian. Parker, didn't Corki Nami win in LCS this weekend? Did they? I actually don't remember. But we're not saying it can't work. It's just that I don't like it into the Lucian because I'm not sold that it has better trades than Lucian plus like what Bren was talking about with the Milio and whatnot.
Yeah. Also, another thing I want to talk about the Lucian value is his E is a dash, which is kind of it's a pretty common thing. Just if you look at League of Legends, you just go, oh, his E is a dash. But for Lucian as an AD carry, like mobility is like your lifeline. It makes him very non-committal. He can use his dash to go in and secure kills if he needs to. Like we said, very high burst damage with his passive, getting the 2 shots in. But he can also use it to just get away from like a bad position and like reposition. So it gives you similar to Ezreal in that regard, where you can be a little more aggressive and not get mega punished for like poor positioning.
Yeah. Yeah, Lunar. I know that Nami, Corki Nami is a lane. Like, I'm not saying it's terrible. I just feel like they did it to deny the Nami Lucian, and I'm not sold on that. Like, I'm not super happy. And I actually, like I said, I do prefer the Lucian Milio side of the matchup. You just have to play a bit more carefully and just not all in necessarily quite as hard. Like, you have to be ready to dash away, and you need to dodge the phosphorus bomb. If not, Corki can just win out the matchup anyways if he lands all his stuff. Parker was into Lucian Milio. TL, who did TL play this last weekend? I can't remember, because I'm wondering if it's like a skill matchup or whether it was they played Shopify Rebellion, so it's Bvoy and Seos. Oh, good grief! Oh man, dude, every time I see Bvoy and Lucian, I just remember that year where he got boomed by Root and he went, maybe I just can't play Lucian. I can't play Lucian because Root just bodied him so hard every time he played Lucian against him. I actually don't recall that lane. I don't know if Bvoy misplayed it, but yeah, I can't really say in terms of that.
I mean, I'm not doubting that. Like, you can clearly see the synergy between Nami and Corki. Like, it has merit to it, but like in my opinion, it's going to require a lot more like effort to make the value come out. Whereas like Lucian Milio, like when they're both short range, and now Milio's giving you increased range, like he can there's a lot of ways to like take advantage of that. So it's possible. Like neither of us I think are saying it's like this is an unplayable lane for Fluxu, but I generally would favor CO and top up here.
Sure. And then Yeezy is now saying that Fluxu won draft big time. That's interesting. Okay. CO with that barrier was so good. Oh my goodness.
Did they get both? They get both.
Yeah, they get both.
And for our friends asking about the Lucian value, there it is. Like a normal ADC is not picking up that kill because Lucian can flash E in and get 2 shots off instead of just 1. He immediately secures that kill.
I mean, yeah, Nami's ult does deal well with Lucian. I'll give you that. That's perfectly fair. I don't think her Q is that good into it because you can still dash away and dodge away with that, but yeah, again, it's not terrible. We're not saying that like it's an auto lose lane or it's atrocious. I just don't like the matchup, and I'm not really loving that into this composition that Leviathan did draft. I'm actually curious. Like I can see I don't think Fluxu's draft is bad whatsoever. I don't know if I'd say that I feel like they won the draft hugely. I'm not even trying to say they actually won the draft. Period. But
I will say I'm personally not a fan of Vi. Like even last year when she was getting picked a lot, it felt she was such a fake champ in my opinion. And during the replay, you guys kind of saw this was it came down to like execution, right? So like.
I didn't realize that was that. Damn. Ooh, nice from Curdy. Hey, glad to see that he's finding solo kills again. He's been really quiet this split.
And Nar's good, but yeah, it's kind of like, you guys remember when Cassante was introduced and Cassante was the best champion in the game unless you were from Brazil, in which case if you touch Cassante I beat you over the head with a frying pan. Like that's kind of how I feel about Nar right now. Like, Nar's good, but not if you're Brazilian. Don't touch it.
I don't know, they play the lanes right. It's more the team fights I get worried about than Nar, but yeah, right here Curdy's winning the lane, which is good. That's a bit surprising. I think Devis actually his solo laning's been pretty good, so I was a bit surprised to see him just get caught there. Well played from Curdy, very well played. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like with the Bao Pro Delta lane, we should also say this. Obviously, CEO is picking the Lucian because he thinks he's that much better than Bao. Like when he's blinding it like that. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna win that with help.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a mega ego pick.
This particular game is not a good game for us to discuss Corki Nami versus Lucian Milio. Like what happens in the bot lane will not affect our discussion. We are talking theoreticals here and like in general. We will not.
That's another reason where we're like we cite an example where Corki won, and I just shrug my shoulders and I go, okay, like he won that game. That's true. That is true. But like I think my opinion relatively remains the same.
Oh, actually, yeah, Kennen Echo Zero would be good. In general, like it does fit. We used to have some really good Korean top laners with Kennen specifically, and then I remember FNB did pretty well with it in the past too. Yeah, I think Kennen's really good in Carmeta, especially when I see all the Renekton's being prioed still.
Yeah, and then that's kind of the thing when you pick like a fighting like snowball lane into a fighting snowball lane is you're kind of like saying, okay, we're gonna like hands check you, and if you don't do that, you're just kind of stuck there.
Yeah, whoever loses is just going to be down in a very deep hole.
So Riled Wanda, you definitely got like the right of that. Where what do they play moving forward? They kind of just get bodied if they try and step to Seo. Because like, this is gonna happen every time.
Dude, holy.
Another dude. Seo's so good. Seo's actually so good.
Yeah. Wait, does Devis? Okay. Wait, Devis is gonna get run down again. No flashes.
Big Nar's
so.
coming in. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, I think right now Devis and Enga are just kind of wasting time. Like watching Bookie get pushed up by Peach there, like feels really bad for Bookie. But at the same time, like that's fine. Bookie doesn't care. He's just buying space and time for CO to take over, and then
It's literally just like survive and let Seo bully everyone.
Yeah.
When exhaust equals Kennen doesn't exist, yeah, but like who's running exhaust top lane?
Oh, they can. I mean, now what TP's built in.
Like,
Dude,
yeah, it's true. I mean, you have the extra TP. Oh, that's
like,
so good.
Bao didn't even do anything wrong. Like poor guy was just CSing. He didn't even step up that far. Just got ran down.
Yeah, but that we said that, right? Like that's why Seo picked the Lucian. Is he's like, I just think I'm that much better than you. Like I'm just gonna play better and then win.
Okay, so Fluxus have to look at somewhere else to try and find their leads. I don't know.
I mean, they just like Lucian falls off a little bit. Like
Sure.
he doesn't fall off a cliff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some ADCs, but like he falls off a little bit. Like post mid game, he's not quite as good. So like they can play like late game with House and just let House teamfight carry. Is that like the angle?
Yeah, I think they just wait to skill up. I mean, Curdy as well might have more teamfight impact later on. He's also crushing top lane. It's just that there's no point doubling down the top lane right now because it's Cassante things. Like, oh.
As far as I know, Parker, they're just like one is CO.
Okay, nice.
Because CO's LLA, right? He's an LLA player.
Seos was Brazilian actually. He's arguably the best.
Not Seos, not
Oh,
Seos.
CEO?
CEO.
Yeah. Seo's LLA. So no relation between the two. A bit unfortunate that they didn't really play at the same time though. That would have been funny. Actually, no, it's good that they didn't.
No,
as a caster,
it would have miserable.
this up. Yeah.
I'm already like dreading another VKS loud matchup where we have to have Boal and Bull, because if you say Bowl and Bull, they're the same name.
Oh.
Like,
yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
so you like I'm like trying to get on people like, no, we have to say Boal, because if we say Bull, it's gonna sound like the
petition for him to go back to Shinny. Oh, not Shinny. What's his name? Oh, he had a different name in the past.
I say it wasn't
Bull's
Shinny,
old
right?
name.
That's
Was
a
it
different
Shinny?
guy.
No, Shinny's the jungler.
Yeah.
But Bull had a different name before. I just forgot what it was. It was some like a Japanese-esque name.
Yeah, Lunar Day. Seo is CEO is Argentinian.
I don't know if Peach and House can help out Bao and Broads anytime soon. That's the problem, Raw Bandy. Like, House needs to get his items first, and by then I think like Bao and Prods will just be. Oh my goodness.
Where is House going?
I got distracted. I was reading chat. Why was House in their jungle?
I was also reading chat and I look up and House is in blue topside jungle.
The hell? Is he just
I
green for blue or
don't
something?
know. A difficult game for Lucian to carry though, since Rise Shin is extremely effective in the lower end comps. This is true. I do think Xin Zhao gives them an angle to play it. But it's gonna be really tough because Xin Zhao can get in there, but he's not gonna do that much. Like by the time Lucian falls off, Xin Zhao also falls off, right? So like he's not gonna do that much damage.
What?
They need House to be there, and I don't know. House is taking a
Why did
field
House
trip.
just run towards his own side? Like
I don't know.
is he just worried about getting run down by Enga? But then Enga would have to learn Ghost. I don't know. I'm
See,
still trying to
normally I
figure
see
it out.
things like Tilted Fluxu, they're trolling, and I'm like, guys, come on, these are professional players. But I genuinely think you guys might be right. These guys are professional players. I don't know. I think Fluxu's a little mad.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Did he get cut? I saw the angle coming in from Devis to try and cut him off, but I almost feel like if he had just run straight to his own side, he'd at least have forced the Ghost out of Enga.
Yeah, he has better odds of like getting something out of it if he just books it for his side of the map.
If he goes to the enemy side, he's oh my goodness, we're behind turrets at this point. Dude, CEO just broke ankles, dude. He dodged everything.
Does whatever he wants, man. This guy's
He still has culling too, so on the next way, yeah, that's why Peach has to cover this. But Peach is wasting time down here. He tries to cover this. Oh, this is so rough, man.
Dude, that's something I'll say. You guys want to get better at the video game? Right click good. Like genuinely, right? Like, don't worry about fancy combos. Don't worry about like niche numbers based interactions. Whatever. Like, right click better than your opponent right clicks. You will climb. Like,
It's a WASD difference, man. It's WASD.
do not play WASD. If you're not playing like Zeri, it's not worth it. There are very few champions who I think actually like mega benefit from WASD. I'm happy to debate anyone on that, but like if they've got some numbers, I don't think most champions. I think I would much rather have like the precision of the movement.
Okay.
Dude, like look at that, CO's feet,
didn't even
bro.
back
He
out,
doesn't get
dude.
Caught.
Crescent guard comes down and
right.
CEO is just like bet.
He's gonna right click better than you.
What are they gonna give bow to? What are they trying to give bow to? Oh, I think they're trying to give it to CEO.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
Oh, they let Bao
Even
live.
mage players, if you want to like be good in lane, like knowing when you can just walk up and auto attack an opponent, especially if you're playing something like the Orianna that just benefits from just beating people's heads in with auto attacks. Like, learn to right click, man. It's so good.
Oh! CO's finally down.
dies. 12
Okay.
minutes into the game.
Leviathan low-key showed. they went
I
so
think-
deep for it.
They're 2024 loud limit testing right now.
But that's a huge bounty to give over to
Big
Bao
shutdown.
of all people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that actually kind of equalizes that lane. Peaches, oof. Brother Peach, unfortunately.
He just eated him. That guy's gone.
Well played from
Where
Devis.
where did Peach go? I eated it.
Devis played that really well with the angle. He's getting him over that wall as far as he can. And Peach already burned his flash on that bot side around Dragon, so kind of rough.
No, I don't think it's an ego death that goes there. I think
No,
CEO
the
has
CEO
not...
death? That was an ego death.
No, okay. He died because of his ego, but in the sense of like experiencing ego death, where you no longer have an ego after that experience. No.
What is the Peaches song?
I don't know if you guys know.
And
I don't
is
know if
there
you guys like
DCMA on it?
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like people taking like hallucinogenics and experiencing ego death, where like their sense of self gets entirely shattered by their experience on drugs.
No,
That's not
no,
happening to CEO here. He does not care.
no.
You don't know about that?
No, we're not going to discuss it on this stream.
No, I'm
This
not
is-
talking about doing drugs.
Okay.
I meant the psychological concept of ego death.
No, I'm not familiar with it. To me, ego death is what happens when CEO decides he's too big for his britches. Brother went deep for this.
No, he died he was under second tier tower. There's still plates on the first one, man.
Yeah, they should have just finished off the bot side outer turret. They got really greedy. Does it change anything? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not sold on Bao being able to turn the tides of this game, but he got the gold and he should be a little bit less in a hole at this point. So
You see, I think in this in the sense CEO's ego is gonna be very healthy. Oh well, Devos?
oh, he gets it. Wait, can he lifesteal it up? No.
No, I don't
No?
think so. Oh,
Can he?
Oh, RMC, I think he might.
Yo,
If he hits that Q,
one more.
he needs to hit.
Wait, can he get another? Can he
one
get
more
it?
of these
No,
Qs.
it's a
He's gonna
bubble.
die because of prod saves. Oh, dude, Devos, if he plays that like 2% better, is getting a triple
Dude.
kill.
Holy crap.
If he hit like one of those 2 Qs he missed, it was so Jover for Peach.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that's crazy. Prods had to burn everything though. Yeah, that was tidal wave from Prods as
Hey,
well as the bubble.
someone get the Showmaker copy pasta, put it in the chat. It's time.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Tell me all.
For a second, I was thinking Devis might actually kill Peach and then kill Pro Delta.
If he killed Peach, Pordelta was super dead.
Yeah, if he dodged any of that, like if he dodged the bubble, but to be fair, like it's kind of hard. Wave into bubble is rough. But that's crazy.
Yeah, wave into bubble's really tough. I think I genuinely think like the thing he could have executed better was to hit one of those two Qs he missed. I think if he hits either of those, he gets a kill.
Yeah, and then Nami's just sushi on a platter at that point. That's crazy. For all that the lane advantage that CO got though, and the fact that Devis is now starting to pop off, they actually didn't get as many plates in the laning phase as expected. It's all standing gold, they'll get it soon enough, but it's just, yeah. They're not as accelerated as they otherwise could have been.
Which is insane to say about someone who's 2k up on his lane opponent. Yeah, actually his lead should be bigger.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's like, that's just insane. That's a scary thought. Oh, their lead might be not very big very soon.
Yeah.
A good collapse there from Fluxu.
Hey, Devis just needs
Still
to
got
stay
some
bot.
life in this game.
It's a fun game with lots of hands being thrown. I feel like Devis should have just stayed bot though. And to me, that's like the set inexperience a little bit, or the youth of this team. Like Devis wanted to like, cover and maybe get into action, but with your TP almost coming off cooldown, you're basically just sitting bot, taking the turret.
Get there to save Enga?
No, the Enga's dead.
Oh, maybe. Hold on.
What? Okay, not dead.
He
My bad.
flashed and Cassio ulti. You know what? He couldn't have done that as a Nivea.
True.
He
Okay.
would just have an egg, and even you couldn't ever dive him because he just wouldn't die.
Wait, that's actually super good for Love.
Yeah, that's a huge tempo shift.
It slowed down
A lot of time wasted on a dive that did nothing.
Damn. Okay. Nice. How is doing Dark Knight? How is his housing? He is skilling as a rise. He's 1-1-1. Like he's doing his job, which is just to farm right now.
Yeah, it just exists on the map and collect gold.
Yeah. I mean, he is roaming around quite a bit, more heavily than I'd expect from him at this point. But yeah, he should be coming online soon enough. That's when I think it'll be more interesting.
So Lev is better than their record shows, I think. I'm gonna caveat all of this with I think. But also Fluxu is just not very good. With all due respect, Fluxu is probably our worst team in the league.
This is where we plug the podcast, Bren. Parker, if you want to know our thoughts on these teams, check out our podcast, Gringos Silverados, on the YouTube channel. Yeah, but we actually so before the season starts, we do like our expectations of the team, and we usually get like one or two teams horrifically wrong.
Los Grandes.
Yeah, Los Grandes was a huge one. But Leviathan, we talked about our thoughts on Leviathan. I think largely it has been true. Our thoughts on him preseason have been how they've about performed. So, yeah. Are we on Spotify? I actually don't know. Like,
are we on Spotify? I know.
4x4 handles that stuff, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, 4x4 is the one who posts it, so he would know. But he usually says something about like wherever you get your podcast. So
yeah,
we might be on Spotify.
Oof. Pauses pop. If he had Seraph, dude, Fluxu wins this fight.
Yeah, they got very, very close.
It's really close, yeah.
Completely rolling it, but
Evers and Curdy were flirting up top too, so. Damn. Yeah, Fluxu might be hitting the skill point actually.
Yeah, it's starting to happen. Left Pain Fluxu have the circle of luck. That's true. I like that someone said Loud is fighting. What the Dark Knight said, Loud is fighting Fluxu for last place. Loud, like where Lev is better than their record, Loud is so much worse than their record. IMO. They're not bad, but they're like mega inconsistent. I have no thoughts on that team that make any coherent sense to the mortal mind.
I feel like Loud is Fluxu 2.0. Like they are better Fluxu right now. Like their current imports are similar but doing better.
No, that's true. That's pretty true. Nami landed bubble. Listen. Here's what you gotta understand, Yeezy fam, is that once upon a time, Prodelta was like the best support in the league, and then I don't know, he died and was replaced with a doppelganger.
Thank you, Lunar. We are on Spotify. Thank you. So yes, we are actually on Spotify, and wherever else you get your usual podcast, I guess. Thank you for and thank you, Lunar. Feel free to post the link. I don't know if I'll let it through. If it asks me, I will let it through, but I don't think I don't know what the settings are.
The auto mod might just kill links because it might just be set up that way.
Sorry, this is not my channel, so I don't know what the settings are. Oh, nope, it blocked it. Sorry, Lunar.
Oh, Fulminant Rays got us in the got us in the Discord. By the way, if you guys aren't, we do have a community Discord, and we do have a link for that. That is linked in our description down below the stream. You can see community Discord.
Yo, Curdy had to run from
Fulminant Ray.
Davis.
I looked in there, and Fulminant Ray posted the the entire Cassante copy pasta.
Oh yeah.
So.
There we go. The Discord link is also there. Yeah, our bot did it. It's called Gringos Liberados, and we cleared it. We cleared it before. It's fine. Like with Riot Brazil. We actually checked with them when we worked with Riot Brazil, and they were like, "Yeah, it's fine."
It's a great name.
It is.
What?
I love it.
Wait, I was looking at chat and I just saw him crash the Rift Herald into the wall.
Yeah, they were looking for the end. Yeah. I think they were looking for the end gauge, but I don't know what happened. Kind of. Dude, Fuxu is just holding them off right now. This is a problem for LEV.
Yeah, CEO is kind of not able to do anything right now.
And they don't have good engage.
Also, does that guy still have normal boots? You're 3 items in and you don't have second boots, big dog?
Oh, yeah. CEO, yeah. Well, it's Lucian. You don't need the boots, necessarily.
I mean, sure. This is true. You can a little bit of a extra cooldown. I like the Ionian boots on him.
But he wants the big items first, and I don't fault him for it.
He wants the big items.
I think right now I need to see Bookie with a GA because they are struggling to engage, and Bookie is their primary engage.
This is why I don't like the Vi, right? She is like instantaneously the primary engage for any team that she's on. Like I press R, I go in. She's not tanky enough to survive her own R. Like the transit time while she's like R'ing, she just gets blown up, and she doesn't like have the healing to like or like the escapability, right? Like a J4 goes in, and he's gonna blow up an enemy, and so he's not gonna die. A Xin Zhao goes in, he is like the sustain from his R, like to block a lot of damage, so he's not gonna die. A Wukong goes in, like he can turn invisible and get back out. What does Vi do? Like she goes in and then she's dead.
She's single target lockdown. So
she's single target lockdown, but she dies. She's so squishy.
Do Fuxu outskill Yamaku? Their damage outscales because they have Rise and Corki. Lucian falls off, Corki does not in terms of the damage thing. They're a little bit weaker in terms of tankiness, but it's easier to execute. I feel like damage is better than tankiness usually. And more importantly, right now, it's just that LEV don't have a good way to engage. So Fuxu can just hold them at arm's length and just kind of, just kind of engage in their own terms. And as you saw, they just
letting Bao just poke him with rockets, which is working.
Yeah. Like, LEV just need to go on this Baron really hard. Even 4v5 with the Baron shred, they can do it. This is the CO angle.
Yeah,
it's the CO angle.
Still full health. Oh, that's good damage. Prods has to leave, or else he gets like 2-tapped if he goes back in.
But if he leaves and it's a 3v3, they kind of lose. So they have to retreat together.
It's so
they cancel Curdy's back.
Honestly, that's good. If you're trading 1-for-1 and you pull them off of the Baron, like that's not that bad.
Yeah, that is. Whoo, sheesh.
But that was very close to CEO just murders everyone and walks away.
Yeah, easy fight. Like, Peach has low-key gapped Bookie in terms of CS both games. This game, though, like last game, I think Bookie had more impact for team fights and mid to late game, like just in terms of doing stuff skirmishes. But this game, Peach is doing much better. Bookie is struggling, mate. Like, using the Vi out on the Xin Zhao that's a feel bad moment.
Bookie's like targeting and timing was like very good last game, and that's what I'm not seeing from him this game. So I think that's like why the impact feels.
She's not tanky enough, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
Vi is so fake. She's not a real engager. Just like pick Alistar jungle or something. I don't know.
Well, Lunar, like, the 1-for-1's not good in Europe, but considering that they were down because Devis got picked, like the fact that they managed to
they were down a man, right? So they were fighting like down a member. They pick up a trade and pull them off Baron. That's good.
Bookie needs to get on Bao. Like, even if you don't kill Bao, just force him out the fight and COK will do the rest. Oh, COs. They lost this fight. They have to back out.
And bad barrier. Barrier didn't block any damage, so it's down as well.
I mean, he did it to stop House from all winning him, so it didn't go down because House didn't bother. Oh my goodness, Dev is having the flash errors. Yikes. Brett, we might get our 3 games, man. Like, we talked about wanting Fuxu to turn around. They are doing it.
This is good for Fluxu. They delay the Soul once again. Mountain Soul, not like the hugest game ender, but to get Soul swept would feel really bad.
I mean, Devis gets Soul. I think that's all Lev needs to be able to actually start finding the fights. But so denying it from Devis is kind of big.
Yeah. I just think picking up that extra armor and magic resist for a team that really doesn't build a heck of a lot of it is pretty good, honestly, because they're each Mountain Drake they get makes it harder and harder for CEO to just bully them and like explode them instantaneously. And if CEO can't just explode people instantaneously, he kind of doesn't do much.
Yeah. Rise into this comp with Carson Guards. People, it's difficult for Lucian to 1v9. Yeah. I don't think Lucian was ever really gonna. Actually, yeah. Yeah, Lucian's just starting to fall off right now, and I do think Lev is not identifying their win cons correctly. They've just been letting Fluxu be the proactive team on them. They need to be the ones looking for picks of their own. Like that's why I'm looking at Bookie, because we've not seen Bookie actually find that sort of cease and desist to set CEO up on a pick. It's been Fluxu setting up their battle lines, Peach in front every single time. Looking for the engage, and then they're just chunking out Bookie. Then Bookie can't threaten on the backline, has to use the ultimate onto Peach instead. Ooh. Okay, Peach might have overextended a little bit. Dude, Bookie, what are we doing, brother?
Need to get Peach. CEO gets some good damage on the house.
Yeah, the 80Ks
are just most of damage. They lose most of Devist for it, though.
That's fine. They're just waiting out Curdy's Mega, and then there's no tank left. But jeez.
There's no tank left, but there's no damage from Lev. Like they used calling.
Oh,
it's kind of just a wash.
If they're mini, if they get any CC down, I think between Seo and Enga, they can just absolutely burst all of them, any of them.
Yeah. So Flux is backing off, but Lev's got nothing to do with it right now. It's kind of just a reset angle.
Okay, I can't pronounce that name. SK Jutahez. Sure, yeah, like Lucian is individually strong, but his team fighting is really rough because of the range. So even though he's got 3 items, and that's the problem, is how Lev needs to approach these things. They need to stop trying to team fight front to back. They need to break the fight up to allow CEO to safely pump out damage and not be at risk of getting hit by some sort of CC into a whole bunch of damage and just absolutely melting him because his range is so low. And that's just not what they're doing. You can see what CEO's doing. He's got the damage. He just doesn't have the safety to pump out the damage right now. Jeez. Yeah, and unfortunately, as you pointed out, like give Flux another 5 minutes. They've got that 5 minutes. Like Lev are struggling to close, so yeah. And they are slowly now too.
Hasn't gone down, but it hasn't grown in like 8 minutes.
What's surprising me is Enga. Like I feel like Cassiopeia should also be very strong at this point in the game, but I'm not feeling like they're not showing us damage charts, so I don't know if Enga's pumping out damage. But just like by the eye test, I feel like we're not seeing Enga.
I do feel like Cassio, just because her damage is okay. Curdy's down. He's inside the Crescent Guard, so he's gonna pull. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, CEO's free firing. There we go. Bad engagement from Fluxu. Okay. Cass is at range. Yeah, I guess that's true, Lunar. I've been so focused. Like I think everybody's been so focused on the Lucian that I feel like Enga's not been pressured out as much. So I keep expecting Enga to do more, but you're right. Cassio is also pretty short range. So
Cassio's like not only pretty short range, but I feel like just doesn't have like a big impact. Like this button does a bajillion damage. Like it's very consistent chip damage, and so I feel like a lot of Cassio damage can fly under the radar, especially like when Lucian's bursting down targets very quickly. I'm not like being like, oh yeah, Cassio secretly has 1 more billion damage, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than we think. I feel like Cassio does not pass the eye test very regularly.
Dude, he's mini too.
He wasn't even close to Mega.
Yeah,
that bar was still white, my guy.
I was actually like waiting to see the replay because I wasn't sure how close he was to Mega when he got caught.
But he was in the same ballpark.
He was like fully no rage.
He was like 60% rage bar.
This is my problem with Nar in Brazil. Like, the laning is fine. They're doing the 1v1s great. They're doing the split push fine. And then somehow the team fights, they always screw up one of the team fights with their rage bar management, and then it costs them everything. Jeez. Man. Fluxu can still come back into it, actually. They're down 7k. I still believe it's doable at this point. If they don't screw anything else
Kind of
up.
a crazy flank.
Peach is doing it again. He's creating the space too.
Yeah, they found a Ghost.
Doing it. Oh. Spots it doesn't
Bookie's
matter.
pretty low. Oh, but Devil's got
CO
15.
CO got
CO's
it.
doing the thing. Oh, but good interrupt on that. All they can get CO.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
The health bars is really low. Enga's kind of doing the thing.
Yeah,
Bao's
Enga
still full
finally
health.
did the thing. But he has no front line anymore.
I don't think. Yeah, he has no time to like cut through all these guys.
Can they kite? Yo, actually, they kited pretty decently.
But
That's
drags
what
up.
yeah.
That's soul for Devos.
I mean, Fluxu lost
And
the
they-
fight,
and
so
they
the
gotta
fact they
keep-
don't lose more is already like a mini
Yeah.
win for them, I guess. I only have one problem with Brazilian. Honestly, actually, yeah, I only have that one problem with Brazilian. I actually think the rest of it's not that bad. I might regret saying that, but
How do you feel about Brazil Jace?
and that's the tough one. Yeah. I feel like that's something Lev does a lot, where they're macro in terms of like deciding what they want to, or recognizing when a fight is won and they don't have to chip in, or when a fight is lost and they shouldn't be moving, is something that is bugging Leviathan. It's not noticeable because of the way they're losing, but we saw the same thing happen earlier with Devis split pushing bot. Yeah, this fight was like I actually really appreciated Flux finding that angle. I am.
Once Lucian gets another
surprised.
item, he can't get more. That is true, but I think that's kind of true for literally everyone.
Yeah, CO getting tagged by Curdy. Curdy low-key redeemed himself in that fight, but yeah, it was just really split from Fluxu, and I think they got distracted by Devis. If Pal could get into her, it would have been better.
It was a good engage, but like Devos bought a lot of time.
Oh, Bookie pulled the trigger. He found an engage. It's just that easy, Bookie. Press R first. Also, it helps that House wasn't there, but but literally, I've just been wanting Bookie to be proactive with this Vi. This Vi pick has not impressed me.
Vi has not impressed me in like a year. I play Vi, and I'm like, she's really fun in ARAM when you can build like goofy items, but like on Summoner's Rift, playing solo queue, playing professional play, Vi is always just looking like so there. She's there.
Seen House like be a walking turret before, but yeah, this game's just not it for House. Like House is not doing anything wrong, but he does need to be at least like. It's one of those things where like, did he make the technical right call by split pushing bot? Yes. Does it look good? No. It feels really bad as well that he wasn't there, but they were not going to be able to defend mid even if House was there.
The gold
so.
lead technically went down.
Yeah, exactly. Brazilian, wait, 16% win rate LEC? Jace? Okay. Yeah, maybe Brazilian Jace is better than
Lunar
LEC
Day
Jace, so.
has all the bad LEC stats on deck. Lunar Day has like personal beef with LEC.
Carrionix, you should have seen Fluxu last year. They
Yeah.
are much better this year than they were last year. But yeah,
This is the worst
yeah.
team I've seen. I don't think so. I think the.
Also, if
with
you thought the
O-
Curdy throw was bad, you should watch the last series where Payne played against VKS. I would argue that the Payne game 3 throw was worse. Because not one person, it wasn't just one person who threw, the whole team decided to throw separately, which was even weirder.
the 0-10 Kaboom team, I think, might be
Oh, Los, the RTT Los squad had a worse bit than Fluxu actually. So yeah, there have been worse teams. This Fluxu team is not the worst we've seen. It just feels this game is not. This game is definitely one of the rougher games or rougher series they played, but this split at any rate. But yeah, in game no Lunar, you are not putting that on Marvin.
dude.
I'd argue they threw less with Marvin.
You know what sucks is that Payne Gaming of like everyone's gonna go, oh yeah, Marvin was the problem because they subbed in a new ADC and immediately won 2 games, but like
yeah.
In no world is like was it solely Marvin's ability to play League of Legends is the problem. Like maybe they needed a louder voice or better communication with Curry. That's something you can cite, but that's not like Marvin's fault.
Yeah. I'd actually love to see Marvin play in this game instead of Val and wonder and see if it makes a difference. I'm not saying it would. Like I don't actually know for sure, but I think it'd be an interesting exchange to try.
A neat little what if.
Yeah. Some iterations.
All right, Fluxo, this Baron is like I think the canon event. Something's gotta happen.
Yeah. This is the chance for Fluxo. Oh my goodness. Wow, CEO. Dude, CEO MVP, man.
He has played very well both games.
Brother is crushing it. That's really good.
Peach still has a goal lead on Bookie?
Yeah,
what?
Bookie did not have a good game too, man. Oh!
Oh, hits an engage, immediately gets explodinated because you're Vi?
But at least he had GA this time. That's what we wanted. And that was more Prods, I think, playing well than Bookie playing poorly. So I'm okay with this. Oof. And they disengage. They live. Every last one of them. Well played from Fluxo. Ego death disqualified. He doesn't need a large ego. I don't know. Who else would you guys MVP for Leviathan?
Yeah, chat. Here, chat. You put some names in there. I'll put up a poll. Chat can choose. Who's the chat MVP? Miliodev? Okay, so we're saying top lop.
He does have higher KP. He's just quietly going on the table.
I'm Bookie. Okay, I'm not putting Bookie or Val or RNC. None of those are going in.
Yo, what are you talking about? Minions are doing work. I like to remind you, Bren. It was Minions that won the 2024 LCS Summer Slam.
I remember that. Okay, I'll put RMC on the poll. Jeez, all right.
No, don't actually. Okay. I actually want to see who they think for left besides CEO, because, yeah.
Guys, it's LEV. Peach has done his job to like neutralize CEO, but
I'm a pain like gaming minion, so sorry, I'm wrong team. There we go. Dev is just running them down. Dev is your favorite child, Lizard? Why? Just out of curiosity.
How do I make a poll? Not a prediction. You can make polls, right?
I have no clue. I am tech illiterate. I am the worst producer on CBLOL English bar none. That's why we're doing a chill stream and not like Groot can do a proper stream. I can't. So.
Is it like /poll?
By the time we figure it out, I think
it is /poll.
Okay, perfect. Mafia.
Question: who wins MVP? I'll just put all 5 LEV players, and you guys can choose. Devost, Bookie, Enga, CEO, and Toplop. You guys got 1 minute. 1 minute. Starting the poll. Go vote. Vote. Who wins MVP? Chat.
So, just for those of y'all who might not know, like, or not as familiar with CBLOL, Flux's current coach is Sammy. Their starting coach Aoshi got dropped after a week, and we don't know why.
Nice week pick. 1, bro. Cooking.
He played week 1, and then they dropped him right after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was right after week 1. Like, why are we dropping a coach? I cannot believe there had to be something like off the rift, right? Like.
Probably, yeah. He's a good coach on the rift. Okay. Dude, if Fluxu fought like this 20 minutes ago.
I love chat. Hold on. I just looked at the poll, RMC. I gave you guys 1 minute. We chose to put 3 votes on Bookie.
Who is putting votes on Bookie? Bunch of trolls.
Bookie wins MVP, baby.
Actually,
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, RMC. Bookie is your MVP this game.
So usually the CBLOL channel will run a poll as well for their MVP.
But... Bookie MVP. Yo, you're my goat. Hold on, guys, get in the Discord. Everybody get in the Discord.
Jeez.
All of you, get in this Discord.
They're trolling. Lizard, you watched him in Copa in the Nations Cup. He got a ton of solo kills. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. That's nice to know. Yeah, I know Devis is good. I agree Devis is good. I've liked his 1v1 play. He reminds me a lot of Curdy, but with better map awareness.
Goop.
Prods left Leviathan to lose like this. Yeah, he did, Dark Knight. That's the worst part, man. Prods. Lev
Bro,
Loki.
Prod,
clean with the
don't
last
talk
fight,
to me
yep.
about Prods. Prods is like my favorite player, and he's bad now, and it makes me like not even. I'm not even sad. It makes me like angry.
Yeah. Ron Randy, why pick Nami if you stuck with her? Probably because it's not his choice.
Yes.
Yeah. It was probably just like
if
we need to
Prod's
deny
got
it.
his choice. He's playing Rel every game.
Yeah, Prods is more of an engagement. Or hell, he had a good Lulu. He solo killed Desamus.
Yeah, true.
In the past
And
with Lulu, so that's the funniest thing.
I remember. We have a short of that of pro. I go back and watch that from time to time when I'm feeling bad.
Freaking
I go to our YouTube and I watch Pernalta solo to Samus.
You know, I'm glad, chat, that y'all support Bookie, but this
We got. If you're gonna sit here and support Bookie, you gotta get in the Discord and you have to post Bookie memes. And I'll just
True.
at RMC underneath each one.
I think Lizard just posted a Bookie meme, so like,
Did she
right
just
before
post a Bookie meme?
like before the series started earlier today. So yeah.
Yeah, we also do notifications for when all of our videos go live, as well as the streams. And right now, if you're listening, I'm taking suggestions for emotes. I'm trying to get like more community involved stuff going on around both like the Discord and the stream. We don't have that many like subscriber emotes, so we are taking suggestions. And
As soon as
I will
Bookie
filter
wins
those
finals, Dark
suggestions.
Knight will do it.
I will filter those suggestions probably through myself and management, and then we'll send them to an artist and see what we get. But
I don't know if we
are
have a
taking
podcast
suggestions.
logo, Lunar. We might need a podcast.
We
logo.
don't have, we have like the word art, like that looks like the neon sign that sits in like the center of the screen. But, like, it's not like
made,
proper logo.
It could be.
We could get that, like the neon sign though. Like one word says Gringos, one says Liberados, and you could use both emotes.
I don't know if I want to separate the two, but yeah. That's it. I'm just waiting for MVP right now and for post game before I end the stream, folks. So, thanks. First off, I already see people are starting to leave because the match is over. So just a reminder, tomorrow will be a best of 5 between Pain and Leviathan. And given what we've just witnessed today, Pain has some epic throws. Tomorrow should be hilarious. I mean, entertaining. I mean, good.
No, it'll be really fun. It'll be really fun to watch, guys.
Yeah, and it will be a proper broadcast like what we did early on. Actually, even bit more proper than that because we'll actually have producers. Shout out to Root for actually running the production earlier, and that's why we actually had some sort of production. Let me check who the casters are. Sorry, give me a quick second. I believe it is. Wait, is this right? No, that's this lot. That was yesterday. It will be Chippy, actually good producer. She works with LPL English as well. She'll be producing, and it will be Root Dude and 4x4 tomorrow casting. So Root will be back in his color role. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. That should be an absolute banger, as Lizard said. Dude, look at these damage numbers, Bren. CEO. How did we vote Bookie as MVP? When CEO did that, dude.
Yo, RMC, is that like a single game record? 79,000 damage? Do we know?
It's not.
We've
broken 100
what's our like? We've broken 100K?
Yes.
My goodness.
Wait, that's
It's
Enga.
definitely
They
the
give
most
it to
we've had.
Enga. MVP is Enga.
You see 80,000 damage come out from a Lucian, and you go, yeah, Enga. Enga didn't. He had a good KDA.
Look, I love Enga because, he used to play on Renska, a team that I absolutely loved. Not because they're good, but because they're super funny and they're like 13, 14 man rosters. But MVP for this year's? I don't know, man. Bookie robbed Dark Knight. CEO got robbed, dude. CEO got robbed.
Enga, like his KDA was good, but like he and House just hand shook all lane, and then he like played cromulently during team fights. Like,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Okay, well, that was fun. Thanks, y'all, for.
I can't say it was a bad time. We had fun.
Yeah, that we definitely did it. So thanks all of y'all who came to watch. Really appreciate it. It was fun, and I'm trying to get the ending screen done. I obviously didn't do this properly. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and you saw the thing there. Tomorrow will be same time as today because Monday, Tuesday they're doing later times. But that's it from me. You can find me on Twitter at RandomMinionCaster, and you can find SuperBren at what was it again, Bren?
It is SBren_casts.
Yeah. So you can find Bren on there if you love his insight. and his interesting jokes. So with that, that's it for today. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, Bren, you got something?
Wait, sorry. Lunar Day pointed out it was series MVP. That's all.
Yeah, but even then, CO got robbed. Okay, bye.